The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello my dear children, I think this is my first video after exam. I understood that you are updating social topic and I feel very happy looking back of your performance. Last class, Sridevi teacher taught about different types of maps. Today, I shall continue from where she stopped. Okay, let me begin my session. Do you know what map reading is? Map reading is the act of interpreting or understanding the geographic information showed on a map. Map reading requires a good knowledge of its scale, direction and the signs and symbols used in them. Okay, now more about map scale. Maps are prepared on specific scales. There are three different methods to show the scale: statement scale, representative fraction and linear scale. Okay, now let us learn what these three methods. Okay children, first one, statement of scale. The method of representing the scale is the statement of scale. This will be seen on the map as 1 centimeter represents 5 kilometer on the earth. അതായത് മാപ്പിലെ ഓരോ സെൻറ്റിമീറ്ററും ഭൂമിയിലെ 5 കിലോമീറ്റർ ആണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ പറ്റും. The merit of this method is even a layman can easily understand this method. സാധാരണക്കാരനായ ഒരാൾക്ക് പോലും ഈ മെത്തേഡ് വളരെ എളുപ്പം മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ പറ്റും. That is statement of scale. Next method, representative fraction method. Let's see what is a representative fraction method. Representative fraction is the ratio between the map distance and corresponding ground distance expressed in fractional form. The statement of scale 1 centimeter to 5 kilometer can be represented as 1:5 lakh in representative fraction. This proportionate distance can be read in accordance with the units followed in each country. While the Indians read this as 1 centimeter to 5 lakh centimeter, the Europeans read this as 1 inch to 5 lakh inches. അതായത് മാപ്പിലെ അകലവും ഭൂമിയിലെ ദൂരവും തമ്മിലുള്ള ആനുപാതിക അകലത്തെ രേഖപ്പെടുത്തുന്നതാണ് റെപ്രസെൻറ്റേറ്റീവ് ഫ്രാക്ഷൻ. ക്ലിയർ? Okay, next one, linear scale. Look at this picture. Check whether the scales represented by the first two methods changed in accordance with the change in the map. No. Statement of scale and representative fraction remain unchanged. But the linear scale has changed, isn't it? That means when a map is subject to enlargement or reduction, the linear scale also will change accordingly. That is the merit of this method. Okay. So children, these are the important factors which related to the scale of the map. Now let's discuss how to measure distances on maps. To measure stride distance, a ruler can be used. If it is a curved distance such a river or curved path, first measures the distance using a thread and then measures the length of the thread. Clear? Okay, so now you have the map distance. What should be done to find the actual distance? Okay, for this the map distances should be multiplied with the proportionate ground distance. For example,
Scale of the map is 1 centimeter to 5 kilometer. Suppose the distance from A to B in the map is 4 centimeter. Then the actual distance from A to B equal 4 into 5 kilometer equal 20 kilometer.
okay, now let's discuss about the directions, signs and symbols in the map. Like scale, the directions and signs and symbols also important in map reading. We can classify the directions into north, south, east and west, northeast, southeast, northwest and southwest. Okay, next one, signs and symbols.
In ancient period, there was no uniformity in the signs and symbols used in the map. Map reading will be confusing if different countries use different signs and symbols for map making. That is why internationally accepted signs and symbols are used for making maps. These are the common signs and symbols used in the maps.
Okay children, so watch the video, read the textbook. We will meet in the next class. Bye.